use on my hair, what are my favorite like hair products, what products do you recommend for curly hair, just a ton of stuff like that. And I've been doing my best to respond to all of them, but it's just kind of gotten a lot. So I decided I'd just make a video out of it, so I can show you all what products, you know, I have been using on my hair for some of them years now, and just my all-time favorite hair products, stuff that I recommend, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a couple of things here, I think maybe 7 if I counted right total, and these are just my all-time favorites, and I will kind of mention a couple others that I dislike, but you'll see. So if you are interested, you're here for the recommendations, I will link everything down in the description box below. But if you're just here to listen, fall asleep, relax, then please go ahead and do that. This will be full of nice whispers and some tapping and that sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. So this first one is probably my most favorite out of all my favorites. I've been using this since I was in middle school, which is a long ass time ago. But, or maybe even 6th grade. Oh my god, so long ago. But this is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie with Silk Protein and Neem Oil. So, like I said, I've been using this for years, and this is my most favorite thing ever for my hair. Yeah, I've been using it forever. So it's essentially kind of a cream type consistency, you can see kind of here. But essentially how you use it and kind of what it's meant to be used for is you apply it to damp hair, usually after you get out of the shower. And I actually use it while I'm still technically in the shower, because you want your hair to be like soaking wet. And you take a little bit on your hand, maybe a little bit bigger than a quarter size amount, rub it through your hands, and then rake it through your wet hair, and then kind of scrunch it through. And that's what I've been doing. And then for my bangs specifically, I do those after I do the rest of my hair. Maybe I'll do a whole hair routine soon. It's just gonna be a big video to film and edit and do a voiceover, but I might soon. And then so what I do for my bangs is I take a very small amount, rake it through, and then I do like a little finger curl method for that. But I also love how this stuff smells. As the name would imply, the coconut and hibiscus, it's a very like tropical scent to it. It smells like pina colada, I would say. Yeah, definitely very, very tropical. It smells so good, and there's really good ingredients in here. It's coconut oil, silk protein, which helps, you know, build structure in your hair. Neem oil. There's glycerin, which is a humectant, which draws and traps moisture in. So people with, you know, wavy, curly, and coily hair usually have pretty dry hair, and glycerin traps all the moisture in, and that's why you want to use it while your hair is so wet, because it'll trap in all that moisture. Shea butter, aloe juice, soybean oil, mango seed butter, avocado oil, just a ton of really, really good stuff. And all of Shea Moisture's products are paraben-free, phthalate-free, have no mineral oil, no animal testing, no petroleum. Amazing. And I believe I know it was black, like started, and I believe it's still black owned to this day. Yeah, and another really important thing for me is it's color safe, as for all of Shea Moisture's products. So if you guys didn't know, which you should by now, I have green hair on like the underside, and it like has never, the shampoo and conditioner never messed with the color, and yeah, it's amazing. So if I had to recommend one product, it would be that one. It's amazing. Yeah, I love it. Okay, moving on. Next is a gel, or technically jelly. I love that word. and this is the gel that I primarily use for my hair. So this is really good. It's very good at helping like curl definition, and I would say as a medium hold, I definitely like prefer like stronger holds with my gels. So sometimes I'll use a little bit more, like a different brand of gel on top of this. But it's just really good for that soft curl definition without any crunch or flakiness, and my curls always look so bouncy when I use this. So this is a jelly-based styler used to defrizz, define, hold, and create curls in place with impeccable sheen. And this too has really good ingredients. It has castor oil, aloe leaf juice, blueberry fruit extract, has keratin, silk amino acids, mango seed butter, argan oil, primrose oil. Like, you'll notice that a lot of the products that are my favorite have a lot of like repeating ingredients, and that's just because those ingredients are good for curly hair, or maybe just my hair, but I would say based on the reviews of these, curly hair in general. So this stuff also just smells so good. I've seen some people online, like in reviews, say they don't like it, but I personally think it smells amazing. It smells like a fake blueberry, like blueberry candy, almost blue raspberry, because they're very similar. And then it's a little earthy, like some people say it smells like tobacco, but I don't think so. It's more just like it's so hard to describe. It almost just smells like how, like aloe and like olive oil smell like, you know, and those kind of all blended together. And I think it smells really good, and you know, this leaves the longest lasting scent on my hair. Like when people smell my hair, they say it smells like candy, and this is the reasoning behind it. I think it smells so good. So yeah, this is also super affordable. I think this whole thing is $18, and it's 12 fluid ounces. Like, it's a hefty amount of gel. So yeah, really like this stuff. It makes my hair super shiny, super hydrated. I need to wash my hair today. That's why it's super frizzy. But I love this stuff. It's so good. Alrighty, so next up, this is the last, I guess, styling product, and this is the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy Thickening Hair Lifter. So to be honest, I am obsessed with all of Not Your Mother's products. I've tried quite a few products from their like thickening / volume line. They have this like anti-frizz detangling line, and then they have their curl talk line, and every single product that I've tried, I've at the very least liked it. But almost everything I really, really like, but this is probably my favorite out of all their products. My hair, people always ask how I get it to be so poofy, just because it has so much volume up front, so it looks like, you know, but my hair is not naturally like that. If you see, it kind of slopes downward, and a lot of people, you know, like when my hair is like this, you know, it's like high. You can look at some of my other videos, to kind of see what I'm saying, but it always like looks like there's a lot of volume at the roots, and my hair's not naturally like that. I attribute it all to this. It's super nice. This is made for all like hair types, so even if you have straight hair and you're just looking for more volume near the roots, super nice. So it has a spray nozzle, and it's almost like it's not a complete liquid, it's kind of like a very, very thin gel consistency. So what you do is you spray into your palms, rub them together, and then you kind of zhuzh your hair, like where your roots are, even down by the nape of your neck, by your ears, just all your roots, and it adds beautiful volume to your hair without making it frizzy, because you know when you're messing with your hair a lot, it makes it pretty frizzy. It's super lightweight, it doesn't, you know, build up. I use this every day on my hair, and I don't notice any sort of build up from it. citrusy kind of scent. I don't know if you're a big scent person like I am, these kind of things matter. But it smells good. But it's made with like polymers. I don't know if you're into science, you'll know, but these thickening polymers, and so it kind of goes around your hair follicle to like plump it up, so it mimics more volume. Yeah, it's super good. I really like this, and like I said, I use it every day, and it's probably my most used hair product because I only use the control jelly and the curl enhancing smoothie when I wash my hair, which is every 5 to 7 days when I actually go in and wash my hair. But I use this every day, so love this stuff. Alrighty. So next up is, these are kind of my tools, I would say. First is this Ordinary, or the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed moroccan argan oil. And I said tools because this isn't really a styling product, but I just use this to reduce frizz. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm like almost out. I use this almost every single day too. And all you do is you take a couple drops. I'm definitely running out here. Let's see if I can get some. Okay, there we go. So you go ahead and you do a couple drops. And then you rub it between your hands. And you just kind of rub along and kind of help reduce the frizz that you got going on. So it kind of helps reduce the frizz for me. It doesn't work as good as you get farther away from the day you wash your hair, but it definitely helps. Or when you do have frizz, it kind of like helps bind them together, if that makes sense. So makes them look more put together. I don't know how to describe it, but the main time when I use this is the day I wash my hair. I put in the smoothie, I put in the jelly, and then I use, you'll see next, my Denman brush. I do my whole little wrap around my hair. You'll see, I'll explain it. And then I diffuse my hair, and usually that leaves my hair pretty frizzy at the top, and I'll just use the oil to help defrizz, and it looks amazing. It definitely has, like I said, has less of an effect. Just as you have more product in your hair, more oil in your hair, like throughout the week. Like it's definitely not gonna work as good now as it does, but if you look at videos where I have no frizz, it's because of the oil. It definitely helps lay down a little pieces of frizz. It's super nice. And the Ordinary is really cheap oil. This is for like $6.80, I believe, at Ulta, and it lasts me like 3-4 months, so a good amount of time. And if you think about it, that's only like $2-ish a month, and it reduces a ton of frizz, so super helpful. Love it. But if you don't really have frizzy hair, then I wouldn't say it's a need. It's just more of a nice thing to have. But anyway, next up, this is my Denman brush, the thing I was talking about. This is the official Denman brush, and only got on Amazon, but honestly, it's expensive. It's $25. I've seen these at Ross. It was so funny. The day after I bought this on Amazon, I saw one at Ross. Like, just my luck. But you can definitely get cheap dupes of this. You are probably gonna be I don't even know, like, have the most chance of finding one at places like Ross, Marshalls, that sort of thing. And I think Walmart maybe has one that's cheaper, but I do just really like the Denman brush. It's really high quality. I've had this for over a year now, and it's still on like perfect quality. So what I really like is it's made especially for curly and coily hair. So we're gonna see if I can So if you have wavy hair and you just like those really big beachy curls, I'd probably take out, maybe almost all of them, maybe all these like 2 middle ones, so you're just left with 3. But if you leave all of them in, you're gonna get tighter curls, and that's what I use for me. So you can see it kind of makes this shape with your curls, and yeah, I don't know exactly how to explain it the best way, but it's super nice. So you have wet hair, and I'll try and show you the manner with my hands. If I can slide this back in, there we go. But I was wrong, I can. So essentially you take a piece of hair, right? Let's pretend this is my hair. So what I like to do is let's not wrap it around there. Take your hair and you kind of twirl your brush as you get to the ends, and that already starts to form your curls, just brushing straight through and then curling it on the ends. And then I take that same piece of hair and I kind of wrap it at the bottom of the brush and twirl so my hair wraps up all the way up here, and then I keep twirling and I pull it through, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to describe without actually showing you, but there are 10 tutorials up on YouTube. This is probably the thing that's made the biggest difference in my hair. Like if you look at my hair, a year and a half ago versus a year ago, that video when I got back from my break from YouTube, I did that little get ready with me, and everyone was like, oh my god, your hair looks so amazing, what did you do to it? I started using a diamond brush. It makes the biggest difference. I promise. It's time consuming. Trust me. You have to take each, piece of hair, usually like this big, and do that. But it's so worth it. The curl definition is insane. It makes your curls look so uniform, but so beautiful. It's amazing. So, love that. Okay, so last little category is going to be color, because, I dye my hair, and these are my favorite things for coloring my hair. So first off is the hair dye brand that I use. This is from Lime Grime. This is the Unicorn Hair Full Coverage dye. So I use primarily 2 different colors. So I'll use the color Sea Witch, which is this. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a tealy kind of color. Back at the end of May, beginning of June, when my hair was like that bright blue-green, this is the color I use. But otherwise, when you see my hair, I use the shade Jello by them, and that's that bright, vibrant green. It's so beautiful. This stuff is super long-lasting. It literally lasts me like 2 to 3 months until it fades to this kind of color. It definitely lasted me a shorter amount of time this go around, because while I was in vacation last week, I was just like swimming in chlorine like all the time. I was going to the pool, and chlorine just strips your hair of color, because it does, or pools, have bleach in them, so it just stripped my hair of color. So I have to re-dye it. I'm actually going to completely bleach it and dye it tonight, which I'm super excited for. But his hair dye is amazing. It always looks so good. I get compliments all the time on just like how good the color always looks. It's never patchy. It's super consistent. It also smells really good. It doesn't stain as much as you would think it does. Like one time I just didn't have gloves, and I needed to dye my hair for her prom, so I was like, guess I'm not using gloves, and I'll just scrub my hands. It barely stained, and it was on my hands. I accidentally forgot to put Vaseline on my ears one time. Barely stained. This stuff is amazing, but it stays in your hair. That's the crazy thing to me. Other hair dyes I've used, if they do stain your hair really well, they always stain your bathtub, your hands, your ears, your face. This doesn't do it. It's amazing. And Lime Grime also has this wavy hair, coily hair, and you bleach your hair, you will know how frustrating it is sometimes when you use bleach and it just destroys your curl pattern for like a full week. Like, it makes your curls look super limp and not defined and frizzy and gross and dead. You know the struggle. But I've finally found bleach that, you know, is made for curly hair, and it doesn't ruin your curl pattern at all. Like, I don't notice a difference when I bleach my hair with this stuff. It's a little loud because it's in here, like in the box, but this is the Dark and Lovely Bleach Kit, and it's their like uplift. It can lift up to, 8 levels. It's so good, and it's actually, I don't know if this is true or not, but the #1 hair color brand for women of color. So cool. Oh, it says little asterisk, women of African descent. Okay. So, this stuff is made for textured hair, which, I've never had a bleach before that is made for textured hair. And yeah, it comes with, these 2 packets of bleach powder, the ammonia-free cream developer, and then the toning, conditioner. And yeah, so it doesn't make my hair brassy. I've never had to actually tone it other than using the conditioner. Like I said, it doesn't ruin my curl pattern at all. My curls look, healthy. Obviously, when you bleach your hair, it is going to be a little bit drier than usual, but I'll just use a hair mask and my hair looks like normal. So if you look, the 8 levels sort of thing. So if your hair is dark, dark brown, black, it can lift up to that shade. If yours is brown, it can lift up to that shade. And then this is what it looks like before toning. It's barely yellow. It actually looks really good for, bleaching. Last time, when I originally dyed my hair back in November, that was the first time I bleached my hair. I just used random bleach from Sally, and it turned literally so brassy. I had to do 3 different times of toning it to get it to look okay, not super brassy. Oh my god, it was so bad. But that's what it looks like just after using the toning conditioner. It's so nice, and dye lays on top of it super easily. I've never had a problem with it, and yeah, so it comes with instructions, gloves. Obviously, these 2 bleach